What's going on, YouTube? Today is April 15th, 2020, around 11:15 in the morning here in surprisingly cold and isolated Northwest Ohio. Kind of on week 3 of sit and stay isolation, or whatever the hell they're calling it. Shelter in place, or lay by your dish, or whatever the hell the governor wants to call it. Long story short, what that means for me is I'm doing prep work, which I haven't done much of lately. There's a reason I hire people to do this stuff, because I don't like to do it. But getting back to basics, so I'm going to do a little prep while I'm kind of giving you the state of where I've been at the last couple weeks. This is the beginning of the 3rd week I'm in here by myself. One employee is no longer with the company for reasons unrelated to coronavirus, and one employee is sitting at home and just doing her thing. I applied for the Payroll Protection Program and the EIDL. I don't remember what that stands for. Got the EIDL this morning. PPP is still in the works. From what I understand, nobody's gotten that yet. That's the big one. I have been paying my employee out of my own pocket the last couple of weeks because I want to keep her. And most people work because they need money, not because they like putting crap in poly bags. And so I've been giving her close to what her full paycheck would be out of my own pocket every week. I'm still grinding, making a few bucks here and there. My numbers are definitely down this month. I was averaging probably like $3,500, $4,000 a day in sales. Now I'm right around $2,000. I'm still getting product in as fast as I can. I'm really focusing on wholesale and online arbitrage. I haven't sourced in a store in over 2 weeks. I just, this is bigger than me. This is bigger than Amazon. This is bigger than anything. I have a social duty, a responsibility to society, really, in my mind, to do what needs to be done to help prevent the spread of this virus. I don't think I have it. I checked my temperature. I don't have any of the symptoms. I don't have a cough. I don't have a fever. I don't have fatigue. But some people supposedly are asymptomatic. So it could be transmitting, or more important, I just don't want to catch it. Most people recover. Not a lot of people die from it, but I don't want to be incapacitated for 2 weeks. It's definitely something I'm trying to avoid. So the only social contact I'm having with people, my UPS driver comes here once or twice a week to pick stuff up, and I kind of have to interact with him, and a freight driver once a week to pick up the pallet I'm sending out. Other than that, all deliveries are dropped off outside. There's a sign on my door that tells the drivers to call or text me once they're done with dropping it off. And then they drive away, and then I will come and pick up the packages, and they sit in the warehouse for a couple days. Not because I'm worried about the coronavirus being on the boxes. It's just because it's only me here, and I'm ordering stuff more than I can prep. So I've kind of got a little bit of a backlog of product, which is, the way I would like it right now. Because I need stuff to do. I need to be able to make as much money as I can. It's been pretty sticky, though. I am working more on wholesale than anything else, just because I can source more. A lot of the online sources, have limits on quantity, and then they're having delays on shipping because, everything's backed up. But every one of my wholesale accounts that I've talked to has said, yeah, we're open and ready for business and waiting for your order. So I'm putting in bigger orders than I ever have before. A couple of companies I have a line of credit with, so that definitely helps. So I don't have to pay for it for a couple weeks after my order. It usually works out to I'm paying for it about when it's checking into Amazon. So that works out. I still need some money up front, but less of my money is tied up for a shorter period of time. That's a good thing. But we're just grinding along. Here in Ohio, the lay by your dish order is valid through May 1st, so that's another 2 weeks. So I've got at least 2 more weeks of this back to basics, where I'm prepping and sourcing and shipping and doing everything myself. Be honest, it took a few days to kind of get back into the swing of it, but then nobody's gonna do it for me. So and now I'm kind of enjoying the prep. I just stand here, I rock out to some music and polybag all day long, and then usually on Thursday, like late afternoon Thursday and into Friday, that's when I'll start putting in my orders for the next week. And then it takes about a week for stuff to show up, either wholesale or online arbitrage. But I can I can order enough stuff in one day to keep me busy all week. So that's kind of the routine I've got right now. Prep Monday through Wednesday into Thursday if I have to, get it all wrapped up, set up my shipment to be picked up either Thursday or Friday, and then order and do it all again. As far as retail arbitrage going forward, I mean, I look forward to the day to be able to get back into it, but I'm also using this as the motivation and the catalyst to finally push me into wholesale a lot more. Eventually my goal, probably by the end of the year, going into Q1 of 2021, is I want to be entirely wholesale, maybe a little online arbitrage. I want all of my product delivered to me, whether it comes on a UPS truck or a 53-foot trailer. I don't want to have to go out to stores and grind and find 8 boxes of Pop-Tarts here and 6 boxes there and 7 boxes there, when I can just 2 emails and a phone call and I can get 40 cases. It's a lot easier that way. So that's definitely what I'm shooting for, and this is going to help me. There's a few distributors I order products from, and they work with multiple companies, and I only, scratching the surface with those guys. So I will be sending emails out here later this week, ask them, hey, what else you got? Send me some price lists, because I'm already approved for them as a vendor, and some of these companies I already have credit with. So it'll be really easy to say, okay, you're sending me A, B, and C. Let's talk about X, Y, and Z, and maybe we can roll it all together. And if I'm ordering more through the distributor, maybe I get a little bit bigger of a discount. Fingers crossed. So that's definitely the direction I'm seeing. I think this is a great opportunity for the Amazon seller that is focused on the essential items, grocery, health, and beauty products, such as myself. There is a crazy demand right now. It's like Q4 on crack, because it's a lot more than just a couple of weeks, and the product lines are a lot greater and the markups are higher. And I'm not talking about price gouging. I'm not selling hand sanitizer for $80 a bottle, or Lysol wipes for $30 a can or whatever. I'm selling, spices and Pop-Tarts and stuff like that, salt, playing cards, just random everyday assortment items. And I think what it is people go to the store and get their essentials, if they can find their toilet paper and their milk and their meat and stuff like that, and then they realize, hey, I need some cinnamon, for example. I don't sell cinnamon, so don't look for it. I need some cinnamon. And then they well, I'm not going to go to the store just for some cinnamon because I'm supposed to be staying at home, so I'll just order it online. And yeah, I might be paying a little bit more than I would in the store, but you know what? I got to do what I got to do. Just like, myself, I have to do what I have to do. So I think it's a good opportunity for the Amazon reseller right now. If you can find product, online arbitrage, wholesale, beat the hell out of these wholesale guys. They're looking for business. Just like the stores are having trouble getting product. Customers are having trouble getting product. So you go to the source. The factories are up and running. There's only one manufacturer that I don't work with them directly. I have a distributor through them, but they were shut down for a few weeks. And I just got an email saying they're firing back up on May 5th, and product will be available for ordering again June 1st, because they're obviously got a backload of stock. And they're not a big one I work with. I usually just deal with them for seasonal type stuff, and there's not a lot of seasonal stuff going on in the summer. So it's kind of a downtime for me working with that particular manufacturer, so it's not a big issue. They're a candy manufacturer anyway, so again, not an essential item by any stretch. But everybody else is up and running, and just, please give us an order. We want to sell you product and we want to ship it to you. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just beating the doors down, trying to find more wholesalers and get more product in. As far as my financial report, I didn't put one up last month for March. I did incredibly well. I jumped on a couple of hype items. Again, not super essentials. I didn't sell masks. I didn't sell any hand sanitizer, but there were a few other hype items that people were buying. Not toilet paper either. There were a few other items that people were really hyped about and buying in droves and paying exorbitant amounts of money for. And it was not an essential item. They're not essential items. I cannot repeat that enough. They were not essential items, but people were panicking. And so I'm cashing in. Not even going to lie about it, and I'm not going to apologize. If somebody wants to pay, let's just say, for example, somebody wants to pay $12 for a deck of cards that I bought for $2, I'm going to sell it to them. Nobody needs playing cards. That's on them. That's a choice they're making. So yeah, last month was incredibly good. I had my best month ever by a long shot, around 180,000 in sales. I had my best single day. I had a $17,800 day followed by an $11,000 day. So I did incredibly well last month when this hype was first starting. So thankfully that gave me enough profit that I can afford to take a hit this month until the EIDL kicks in. I can pay my employee out of my own pocket because people were buying stuff they didn't need for 10 times the normal price. So thank you to the panicking consumer. You are keeping me and my employee with a roof over our head, and we do appreciate you. I think that's pretty much all the news I've got right now. We're just kind of taking it day by day. It's hard to make plans for the future right now because we don't know what the ground rules are going to be day to day. You wake up one day and it's, you know, something's different. We're kind of sinking into a new normal right now. As far as what the routine is, but for a while there, it was like you wake up one day and this is closed and this is shut down and these are changed, and you didn't know. I mean, for one day Amazon said you can only send in 6 essential categories. Thank God 95% of my products fall into those categories, so it didn't affect me. I can't imagine what people who sell clothes and toys are doing. They're probably struggling right now, and my heart goes out to them. But thankfully, my business model, I sell what's considered essential products, so I'm able to keep it moving. We're just going to keep on keeping on, one day at a time, one foot in front of the other, and make the best decisions we can. And hopefully we can get back to some sense of normalcy. May, maybe June. I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing so many conflicting reports, and you know, I'm not going to get into the news media and how they like to peddle hype and peddle fear. So I don't even know what to believe. I'm just taking it one day at a time and taking care of the problems I can solve, and not worrying about the problems I can't solve. If you guys like what I'm sharing here, be sure to like and subscribe. Ask any questions if you got them down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.